Good morning, Salem High. I'm Ethan, and today is Friday, November 13th, 2020. This week's quote of the week is Be the change that you wish to see in the world. This week, we get to know some of Salem High's new teachers for this school year. Well, at least one was here last year, but it's their first as a teacher. But first, congratulations to Joe Biden for winning the election. Now, it only took about 4 days to get the necessary amount of votes, specifically 270, in the Electoral College, which in my opinion is a lot shorter than I imagined it would. Nonetheless, mark your calendars for January 20th, because starting that day, the entire country will finally get the change that we really wanted. On a less political note, Salem High, as always, brought in some newcomers to the faculty and staff. Well, as a side note, some of them were already here in the past as a para or as a sub, but it's their first year as a full-time teacher. And our main segment for today just so happens to be an interview with just 4 of these new faces. And oh, what do you know? They're coming in live right now on our Zoom. Let's get to the direct feed. Good morning, Salem High. Right now, I'm here with some of the new teachers that we have here. So please tell me your names and what you, teach, of course.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Snyder. I am the World History 1 ninth grade history teacher.
My name is Jason Carpenter. I'm a teacher at Salem High in the therapeutic support program.
Hi, I am Lauren Jenkins, and I am the 11th grade ELA teacher, and I also teach an elective. I teach young adult literature as well.
Hi, my name is Nicole Miller. I teach at the high school as well, and I am in the art department teaching mainly ceramic sculpture and drawing classes.
Okay, so what were you guys doing last year, or before you came to the high school?
Actually, last year I was here working as almost like a substitute.
Well, I've been teaching for almost 25 years here in Massachusetts and in Los Angeles, California. I moved back here to Massachusetts 4 years ago. Last year, I was actually working in marketing. I was marketing a STEM education company.
So I was actually the 10th grade para last year at the high school. I, hopped into being the ELA teacher a week into school.
So last year I was actually in Holyoke, Massachusetts, which is kind of in the middle of Mass.
So what is one thing that not many people might know about you that you might want them to know?
Obviously I'm a history teacher. I really like history. I read a lot of different history books and stuff. But a big part of me has a real passion for being outside, hiking, traveling, going to these gorgeous places that exist in the world, whether it be like Grand Canyon, Redwood Forest, other such stuff.
I love movies. They've been my whole life, really. I have a master's in film. I have 3 rescue cats. That's another huge part of my life. And then the last thing is, and we haven't been able to do any of this really in this pandemic and since March, but I love playing basketball. I played college basketball.
So when I was 25, I decided to pack up my entire life and move to the Czech Republic by myself. Since I was younger, I always saw myself teaching English in a foreign country. The Czech Republic was Central Europe. It has a really amazing transportation system. The train system in Prague is unbelievable. You cannot be late for a train because they are on time, let me tell you. So I spent 2 years teaching English and working for an international event company.
I'm a big ice hockey player, and I actually got to play at Madison Square Garden in between the Rangers periods when they take a break. And my team was invited to come and entertain people, I guess, for 10 minutes before the Zamboni. And it was hysterical because we thought we were so cool and important, behind the boards getting ready to come out. And we get out and the ice is so destroyed from the professionals that we would go to pass the puck and it would literally be bleep. And you're oh, because all the snow would pile up. So
okay, somebody fun. Call them the Zambonis and we can clean the mess up.
Right.
So yeah, what is the first thing that you want to do after all of this quarantine stuff is over?
It's something I've thought about a lot, to be honest. Off the top of my head, I'd love to, get together with a bunch of my buddies. I'm from Lynn, so a bunch of my buddies from Lynn, and I don't know, have a great big kind of just hang out, watch some good movies, get some good food, stuff like that.
Mine's got to be very similar. Just getting together with family and friends. I mean, I know, like, simply saying playing basketball, doing anything that you can do in a group that we haven't been able to do over the last however many months.
To keep on the theme of just being around people, like, I live on my own, so like it's one of those things where I didn't see people for probably like the first 2 or 3 months of the pandemic. And so I think it was like maybe 6 months before I even like hugged my mom and dad. So like that, like, I just want to like hug my family.
I have a very similar thing. I was going to say, I can't wait to let my children hug their grandparents because we haven't really gotten to see them. I think we saw my parents for the first time just recently since March. And we did like a social distancing in a park, like, hi, there you are. But my kids were like, we want to hug them and interact, and they couldn't. That's really sad.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us before we head out?
Stay sane. Stay sane, stay kind.
Make good choices and show up to class and turn your cameras on. We miss your faces. And if we see you in school soon, I can't wait to see a bunch of you starting next week. So
kind of along those lines, right? Your assignments are probably on Schoology, so look on Schoology. Make sure you do your work, right? Try your best, reach out to your teachers if you need help, and be safe.
And I'm adding in, don't be afraid of mistakes, because that's where we're learning, right? Failing forward. It's one of my favorite things.
Well, thank you guys for joining us today, and now let's head back to the studio. Okay, that went well. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's good to learn new information about others from time to time. That's all we have for you today, Salem High. This has been the Salem High News, brought to you by the students of digital media. Take care, get educated, stay safe, and stay classy, and we'll see you next Friday. Whew. Man, some of those were quite intriguing. The responses, of course.